the framers of our constitution.
But that's not the law. The law says that if you have a problem at the polling station, you allow it to go to the collation center.
Israel, the framers of our constitution says that we must persist, even if at the peril of our life, to defend the 1992 constitution. True or false? Is that a call to violence?
But that's not the way.
You must persist in defense of the constitution, even at the peril of your life. Is that a call to violence?
No, but it means that you must follow laid down procedure.
Yes, but you must. The laid down procedure includes.
So are you
I'll give you two. No, let me give you two examples. Practical examples of the last elections in Savulugu and Zabzugu. In Savulugu, almost at the end of voting in Kadia, a polling station in the constituency, an electoral officer with a background known to the people being NPP in the community, Ishmael Kwashi, who was not registered at that polling station, got up and tore the presidential ballot paper, voted for Nana Akufo-Addo, but unfortunately, at the time he was dropping into the box, the NDC agent noticed. Thanks be to God, he did not drop it in the presidential box, he dropped it in the parliamentary box. He raised the alarm, and the electoral officer, Ishmael Kwashi, said,
first of all, how does anybody know that he voted for Akufo-Addo?
So if you listen to the end of the story, you'll know. Just listen to the end of the story. Be patient. So he raised the alarm, and then the electoral officer excuse was that he did not have time to go to where he registered to vote, so he just decided to cast his ballot here. One, that was a wrong thing. The polling agents insisted that the right thing must be done and that the ballot be opened, the ballot box be opened, so that that ballot he put in be removed. And glory be to God, because he made a mistake and dropped it in the parliamentary box, it was easy to determine the ballot that he dropped in. Because everyone else dropped presidential in presidential box and parliamentary in parliamentary box. Now, it turned into, confusion, obviously. The security came, they couldn't resolve it. They moved it to the police headquarters in Savulugu. The NDC agents insisted. They collated all the results from the other polling stations except that one. The MPP people were now in the lead without that box. And so they decided to call for the nullification of the results of that place and insisted that the electoral commissioner should nullify results from that place. They shouldn't even count, they shouldn't even open the boxes and count them. The NDC executives in the constituency, together with the regional executives, persisted and said that wasn't going to happen. It led 2 days of protest. I'm talking about 2 days of protest. The final one was at the police headquarters in the northern region, where the police commander, together with the electoral officer, agreed to open the boxes and sort the ballots out. They opened it and they found one presidential vote, the one that the electoral officer dropped in, which was voted MPP. They took it out because that was a foreign material and counted the ballots, the remaining ballots in the box. It turned out that the NDC won that constituency by 99 votes as a result of that persistence. That is persisting to the life, at the peril of your life. If they had waited to fill letters and go, right now the MPP is in court, but the NDC MP is in parliament.
Okay.
I said two, if you permit me. The second one is Zabzugu, and it's interesting. Zabzugu, they did not notice the overvoting at the polling station, but they noticed the overvoting at the collation center. And so they protested. It turned into violence. The security came and sacked everybody and took the ballot boxes into a room, a safe room, locked it up. The NDC agents also went to lock it with a padlock so that they could secure it. Even as we speak today, the ballot boxes in Zabzugu is still under watch by the national security and the NDC agents. They go there every day to check in. But guess what? They blinked. And so in the dark of the night, after they locked the ballot boxes, the district chief executive, together with the deputy regional minister, who was the candidate at the time, took the collation papers with the electoral commission officers, to an unknown location in Tamale, where they did the collation alone. And I'm sure you saw those videos of the Deputy Northern Regional Minister being declared in the presence of security men, an unknown location in the dark of the night. They did their collation and declared him. He's sitting in Parliament. The ballot boxes are still locked up in Zabzugu. Because they blinked. They did not persist. So to the peril of their life, they blinked, and we lost the Zabzugu seat. In Parliament, if we had not gone into that chamber with a do-or-die attitude, Speaker Bagbin wouldn't be a speaker today.